Hi guys, we're here for a review of A World of Tanks. Okay guys, so I'm here with Jerome and we have a very new starter set for the World of Tanks miniatures game. This is the successor to the Tanks game that Gale Force 9 previously came out with, and obviously with the logos you're going to realize that this is an actual World of Tanks product. So if you guys play the online game, I think Jerome does.
Yes, I do.
So I mean, I think guys, this set here is actually meant from Battlefront. They're making it as what you call a gateway game. So it's something that you can bring to your friends, maybe your wives, your girlfriends, and they can play it without having to really understand wargaming or be too interested in wargaming itself. So let's just go ahead and open the box right here. So art looks good. It looks like it's a solid box, like not a flimsy one. I'll change the camera angle a little bit. First thing that you're gonna see, guys, when you look at this on the shelf is 4 completed tanks already. So that's pretty good. Let's go ahead.
So this one Ben mentioned is actually pre-made and pre-painted. This is actually what carries on for the blister packs. We call them blisters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so even so what Ben mentioned about being ready to play, basically what is really just that, unlike the older tanks where you had to assemble, glue and paint them, these are already pre-painted, pre-assembled. So it's basically like some of the games that are ready to play is one of them. So right now we are seeing the Cromwell. So the Cromwell, yes.
Yeah, so I mean, I think, look, these are still Battlefront models. They're miniatures from Battlefront, and they're just assembled. They're pre-assembled in the factory in Malaysia. So I think, you know, I'm just looking over to see whether they filed off bits that normally I don't bother to. And I think, yeah, it's actually a really good, it's a very clean job. They feel like they've been primed. So this is not the normal plastic color. So yeah, they're really good. So in the box you get 4 tanks already made. You have the Cromwell, which is British. You have the T-34, which is the Russian. You have the Sherman 75, and you have the Panzer IV.
Obviously, Ben has been playing too much Team Yankee. He thought there was a T-72.
I wish. Well, I'm sure that if this game does well, they're going to go all the way out up to the modern stuff as well. So you get 6 dice, and I really got to say that these 6 dice here, if you look at them, are really nice because they've got the World of Tanks logo, they've got a hit, and then 3 blank sides. We'll go through what they are later, but this makes it a lot easier to explain the game to people, especially those who don't know what D6s are. Yeah. Because trying to explain to newbies that, you know, a 4+ is a 4, 5, and a 6, where else, if you just roll the dice, you know whether you hit or not. If it's blank, then nothing happens. So this is a really good one. What else is in the box, Andrew?
So we have this movement template, very similar to the older tanks. Movement template is an arrow with some tokens here. So you have this advantage token, which I believe we will go through it in the rules later. Some more tokens here. Damage tokens. Some cards here actually. So, like the tank.
Yeah.
Sorry. Why don't I just?
All these things are.
So just basically you have your cards just like your tanks cards, where you have upgrade cards and options, which you can use and build a list on.
So you've got your damage, which looks like this. And then you've got your, wait, am I in frame? Yeah. So you got damage like that. And then you've got your upgrade cards, which can be put onto any tank that you like. Very similar to the tanks game, where you can add upgrades onto certain tanks, and then you can bring those in to make your tanks special in your own particular playstyle.
I won't be surprised in the future they'll probably introduce some tank aces along with it.
I think there already are a few in the first few expansions. So everything is paper here, thick cardboard, pretty good stuff.
And now we have the paper terrain, which
yeah.
is also similar to what we had for the normal tanks.
Yeah, I think these are pretty good. And if you look at these, you're going to find that this is exactly the same size as the normal houses that you can get from Battlefront if you want the 3D ones. But this, I gotta say, is a missed opportunity because they should have made this the same size as the pre-molded terrain from Gale Force 9 as well. And then they would just, you know, if anybody wanted to upgrade your game, you could just buy the 3D stuff.
So then
straight
we
away.
have this hay.
No, this is also a
cornfield.
house.
Oh, it's a house. Oh, it sounded to me it looked like a cornfield.
Yeah, this is a house. This is a house. This is clearly a house.
Okay, so
Okay.
now there we have the
You got the
Stonehenge.
walls.
Sorry.
Yeah, walls.
And the unit cards as well.
Okay. So you've got these unit cards here, and you can see that they've changed from the tanks platform previously.
It looks a lot like the World of Tanks interface.
I think it's the actual
Yeah, it
model.
is.
Yeah, so these are the same things that you get to see inside the actual game. And then they've got 4 very obvious stats. Whereas in previous versions, the tanks version, they were much smaller. And you got your hit points here. You've got how many crew you can bring and upgrade them with. And you've got your point cost at the top there. And you can see that there's a special little thing up here which tells you what kind of tank you are. So for all these 4, they're all medium tanks. But it does mean that I guess they're going to be light tanks and assault tanks. And
which is actually here, which will tell you what is coming next.
Ah, okay. So this is the inside the thing, which tells you what the first 5 waves are. Inside the starter, you've already got the Panzer IV, the T-34, the Sherman, and the Cromwell. So with wave 1, you've got another 4 tanks that you can play with. And then you see wave 3, 4, and 5 are all the interesting bits. You get your Tigers, your Panthers, IS-2s. You get the Pershing,
No.
which actually is not.
In
in
FAL
FAL right now.
V3.
Yeah, but you don't get it now in
Yeah,
Flames.
V4 no.
Yeah,
V4
so
no.
so that's something interesting. And actually, you don't have the Comet either.
It's coming soon.
Coming soon, yeah, but not here yet. So interesting. We don't really have an idea how fast the waves are going to come, but I'm going to guess it's going to be pretty quick, maybe 1 or 2 months. So I guess it's probably dependent more on the production side. And then what else is in the box?
So we have.
Oh, sorry, there is this one other thing at the back here.
Yeah, we can't show that.
Yeah. Well, this is actually a code which if you play World of Tanks, you can get a bonus code. And this comes with everything, okay? And it's not the same code. So you get a code with the starter box, you get a code with every expansion. So there'll be a special upgrade that you can get if you get, you know, the whole collection. So if you play World of Tanks, maybe it's something you want to look at.
Yeah, so now we have the rulebook here, which tells you how to play the game. Very simple pictorial book. Something that you will see very common now in Model K Instructions Manual. It's very easy to follow, very visual, easy to read and digest.
So we haven't gone through the rules in detail, but I will tell you that the first thing that strikes me is the visual presentation, like Jerome is mentioning, is certainly a lot better than what it was in Team Yankee. Sorry, not Team Yankee, in Tanks. But also, the game is a lot clearer in the sense that what differs it from Flames is that you can use any nation's tanks in your force. You don't have to be all German, you don't have to be all American. You can bring German tanks, you can bring American tanks, you can bring whatever you want and just make your platoon.
That is because World of Tanks actually has this mechanic.
Right, and it makes so much more sense from a casual point of view.
Yeah, correct.
You know, from a casual point of view, you don't. So, I mean, the first thing that I realized when I looked at these cards was that at the back, it doesn't have any national special rules, which the tanks used to have. So they took that away, and now they make it just, you know, you can bring whatever tank you want.
Which I think is good, especially if you just like a few certain tanks from certain nations. Like, for me, I like the German Tiger.
Okay.
I like the Pershing. So in the future, when these two come out, I might actually mix and match them.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I mean, guys, I think, you know, this is a pretty good set. You know, if you lay it out nicely, it's something that you can kind of get for your nephews, your nieces who see you playing the war games and they want to get into it, but maybe you know, it might be a bit daunting if they just started a full model kit straight away. it's a pretty good set just for that.
Yeah, and the plus side is that you don't really need to paint them to look nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they're already assembled and they're already in like a distinctive color.
Yeah, correct.
So even if you don't touch them, it's all right. It's good to go. This plastic molded tray is actually much deeper than what you need at the start, and I think for that reason, it's so that you can buy all the expansions and put all the cards, all the upgrade cards and everything inside here already.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's a very well thought out product.
It's very well thought out. Because for maybe something like, let's bring in Team Yankee or Flames of War, their starter box are really just starter box with nothing inside, and if you want to bring your army around, you have a whole new problem.
Exactly. So yeah, I think they did a really good job with this one. I think that if you guys are interested, go hit the blitzminis.com and make a purchase. We have them all in stock already. So yeah, I mean, holiday season's coming up. I think it makes perfect sense. And it is a bit more expensive than most people are used to paying for model kits.
Yes.
But this is not meant for war gamers. This is meant for people who come in and they want to try stepping into the board game scene, right? I mean, this thing retails for 60 Sing, or about 40 USD, for 4 assembled tanks and everything inside, which could be a bit pricey for most people.
But don't forget, it's already assembled and painted, so you have to pay for that.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Anything else that you want to bring out on this, Jerome?
Not really, other than I'm quite inactive in War of Tanks, so don't ask me for my don't ask me for my
Don't ask them for don't ask Jerome for his username.
Yeah.
They might hunt him. Alright, thanks guys. Do remember, every toy soldier needs a general. We will be back with a tutorial or maybe like a little demo game between Jerome and I at a later date. Thanks.